This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He's going to lose 17 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Steps away to his left. He won't go down. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. Now they got to get to the line quickly. After the sack on first down, Fitzpatrick. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming a solution.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. Pushing his way through. Still going. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's going to take off with it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, as time expires in the first half, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just...
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, being chased out left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson now off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now he'll pull it down. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 53 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch...
And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! Lamar Jackson, 26 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. From the gun, Jackson. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And some room to work. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 39 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Now it's Jackson. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much...
And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 68 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.